There you go.
Honestly, like being a photographer, like I always try to shoot in the best light, and for me personally that's during golden hours, so it's basically an hour before sunset. Like that's when you get the most amazing softest light from the sun. I mean, everything comes out with that golden hue. It's super easy to get backlit shots. It just makes every shot look like super magical without even trying. So today we got off work a little bit early, Nathan and I, and we decided to go shoot out in downtown Orange. And I was also like, man, I don't want to go shoot. It's harsh lighting. I don't want to like put myself out there. I know I'm not gonna get good photos, but also like it's kind of really important to try to shoot in not the most perfect conditions. That way, if you master those conditions, you can master any other type of shooting condition. Yeah, I kind of just really want to go over what are like the pros and cons about shooting in harsh light. We're talking about anything before golden hours. I'm just gonna go over the quick little talking points of what you could do to shoot during those conditions, and also why you should probably avoid it. And yeah, hopefully I don't suck as much as I mean, a lot of these photos, excuse me, but they might be trash. So I'm sorry, but I still hope you thumbs up this video and got a lot of cool stuff. All right, guys, so let's go to shooting, I guess.
How do you shoot? I don't know how you shoot film, bro. As long as I get a shot of a vintage car somewhere over there in like front of an old looking house, I'll become a film photographer officially.
Okay, so one of the super obvious things about shooting in harsh daylight is that you get these things right here called like raccoon eyes. So if you're gonna be doing any type of like portrait work, it looks pretty crappy. I mean, you don't want photos to look like this at all. But also there's a lot of shade because there is a lot of sun. So if you guys can see, I'm gonna take a couple of steps back into this little shady spot. I might be underexposed a little bit, but it does even out like the way the sunlight kind of hits my face. So it kind of does really get rid of those raccoon eyes. So if you are looking to shoot during super harsh lighting, definitely finding some shade to go under is gonna really help you out. It's gonna save your shots, and it just makes all your light look even. You just don't want this in literally any of your photos. It looks like trash. It looks horrible. So we just scoot back and see how pretty I look.
Shot on film.
Shot on film. I need one of these for like my camera, so I always have shade, even shooting during harsh lighting. This is amazing. Genius. Okay, so like another super cool thing that you can actually use if you don't have a lot of trees around where you're from. Out of buildings, like this building right here gives you a lot of super cool shade. And you have a cool little prop right here because you can use this there as a cool little, oh, portrait session of someone there. Oh yeah, looks creamy, dude. Face, got a mask face. Honestly, I've only really shot like during harsh daylight, like about 3% of like my photography career. But for that 3%, if I didn't know how to properly shoot in harsh daylight, like there would have been crappier photos than they actually were. Now, were those the best photos I've ever done? Absolutely not. Like I said, I do prefer to shoot during golden hours, but you do have to be able to prepare for those instances where perhaps clients might not have the available time to shoot during your time, and you might have to move stuff earlier, or you know, just to be like in a bad condition per se. That's another really good reason why you should probably just go out there and just learn how to shoot in harsh light, because there will be those instances where you have to do it and you just want to be prepared and not be unprepared and just have really crappy photos, ruin your photo experience, ruin your client's photo experience. And I mean, sometimes some even businesses or people only have time early during the day and not later. So you just want to be prepared. Another super great thing about shooting in harsh daylight is finding places that create some cool shadows. Like in this spot, honestly, like I was searching for stairs because I knew I wanted to include this in the video and I wanted to get a good shot of it. It took us for like a super long time to find it. This stair was placed in a super perfect position where you kind of get this cool shadow that kind of creates this line, and that's why I got the shot of Nathan, because finding these cool structures will sometimes give you like super interesting shadows that just, I mean, they're super hard to get in like perfect lighting conditions. Definitely using that harsh light to create like this shadow play, you could call it, really makes some super awesome photos. Like for example, in this one, or also you can use that super harsh light to split like things, since it's like razor sharp shadows. So yeah, splitting an image or just creating cool shapes with shadows, I mean, that feels like it's a little bit more fancy dancy. Like I'm not really too much into that stuff, but used correctly, it looks super awesome. Like we actually love this spot. This is also the thumbnail for the video and the thumbnail for my boy's video because it's a super sick shot. Kudos to shadow play.
These masks really make it hard to do like my male model poses, bro. Like biting my lower lip, like,
ooh. Okay, so the final thing you can do if you're gonna be shooting in harsh daylight is honestly, if you find like a little doorway, if you put your subject there, like the way that light works into a doorway, it kind of really like diffuses it. It gives you more like a softbox type of look, and it just like makes your portraits look like so much better. So if you're shooting like a product or something, putting it in a doorway, I mean, I don't know, it's like science. I don't know the science behind it, but it's like, I don't know, it just makes photos look dope. I mean, we showed it an example with like obviously really harsh light, and then one where it was still in the shade, but you would still get the same type of effect. So yeah, shooting in a doorway is like super good for also shooting in harsh daylight. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. Those are kind of the little pros versus cons about shooting in harsh daylight. Overall, I think not shooting in harsh daylight is definitely the way to go. Like I said earlier, if you have to do it, you have to know what are the best conditions to do it under, or what are the little things you can do to actually get decent photos for your harsh lighting, middle of the day type of photos that you're going to be doing. So definitely, if you have some time, get out there, practice. That way, when the situation comes, you know what to do and get some amazing photos. The other reason I hate doing harsh lighting type of shots is that I get so sweaty and I get heat stroke and it sucks. I don't like it. I was not built for that. And also wearing a long long sleeve does not help. So anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that super awesome, cool stuff. And yeah, guys, go shoot out there. But yeah, that's it for today. Shot 2 videos, so it was a success. Definitely.